Greetings everyone, a warm welcome to you all. Namaste. Thank you for joining me. Hey Libra, this is your September reading for 2018. So for us here in the Southern Hemisphere, that heralds the beautiful awakening of spring. And for the Northern Hemisphere, it brings in your harvest time, which is your autumn or fall period. So it is the change of seasons on the planet. We often see a little bit more activity at many different levels due to those energies. We've also just come out of the eclipses, so I'm sure a lot of us have felt various different things and energies, ideas and shadow stuff coming up out of the eclipses to address. Now today we're going to go back to the basics with the tarot, and we are doing the Celtic cross reading for you. So I will shuffle the cards in a minute. I did first of all do a little bit of intuitive work, and you received some of the following messages. So you got the number 3, and 3 is about creativity and often associated with the colour yellow and the solar plexus. The message came that sort of said reconnect with your creative side and align with source. Step out of your practical, logical mind and that seriousness of life that you can get stuck in. Partake in light-hearted endeavours and adventures with playfulness, which raises your vibration, and that can help heal disharmony in life. So Libra, you've been given the message to get out there and have some fun for September. So let's shuffle the cards with intent, and we will work through your reading when we have finished dealing. So these are the 10 cards for the Celtic cross. So these are the 10 for Libra. Let's just see, a little more shuffling. Your first card, which is you, now the heart of the matter, the 10 of Wands. Then the second card is the challenge or what blocks you, and that is the 10 of Cups, guys. Your third card is your conscious goal, so a goal that you are aware of, and we have the King of Swords swimming in aquamarine up here. Your fourth card is your unknown influence, that you are not aware that is around you. Your fifth card is past influences in life. Your sixth card is approaching influence. Your seventh card is inner resources or talent. Your eighth card is how others see you at this point in time. Your ninth card is your hopes and fears, hopes and or fears. And the 10th card is the outcome, and I have to put the 10th card there. So we shall move the camera so that we can see all of the cards in the reading. And I will try and just focus that as best I can. You know that it's a deep depth of field, and the camera doesn't necessarily focus onto all cards as clearly as the others. So let's start with the first card under here, the heart of the matter, how you are now. And we have this 10 of Wands. So the 10s often represent coming to the end of a cycle of something. You've also got a 9 over here. You've got a 20 here as well. So, and you've actually got a couple of court cards. You've got 3, 1, 2, 3, and 1 major arcana card. So it feels as though people are somehow involved in your month for September. Perhaps they are on your mind, or they're playing a role in situations that are occurring for you in the month. So coming back to the 10 of Wands, this card often represents the fact that we may have come a long way on a journey, and we have learned a lot, and we have a lot to take with us, knowledge. And this can be around the creative sector of life. So this could be for those of you in the field of employment at the moment. It could have something to do with your career sector. If you're not employed or you're passionate about something, this can also be involved in the creative arts in life, such as the writing, music, the making of music, or things such as building, plans, creating something from scratch and turning it into a finished product. That's the creative side of life. It can also be to do with your passionate side of life, what you're actually feeling really involved about and heart connected with. So somehow this is what's most on your mind. So for a lot of you, this could be to do with your career. And some of you could be about to embark on going in a new direction, feeling as if you have given all that you've got for your particular portion of your career. You might be thinking of an entirely new one, so branching out altogether, or going into more of a management sector of it, or learning a new division of it, or changing departments, or moving into another business or company. So there's a possibility when a 10 like this turns up that it feels as though you're ready for change. You've sort of had enough of perhaps the pressure that's been put on you, or the expectations, or your own inner expectations you have put on yourself as well. You can often find that he's carrying all those wands on his shoulder. So the terminology for the card can often represent feeling as though you have the world on your shoulder. So feeling a little bit weighted down with either responsibility or knowledge that you are, you know, wishing that you didn't have to have all the time. So some of this can be about passing it forward or letting go of things as well and not holding on to too much. Now, if we come to the card that crossed it, which was this one here, the 10 of Cups, it's kind of the opposite paradigm, if you like. This is the card of happiness and feeling sated and blissful and feeling support and nurture around you. But because this card is in the challenge or the blockage area, it kind of tells us that there feels as though there's a glitch in this particular perspective. So it feels as though some of you may find that this is missing in life at the moment, as if you don't have enough support, or there isn't enough warmth or love or nourishment or things to cherish or good times. You know, clearly these two in this picture here are supporting each other and nurturing each other, and there's this beautiful rainbow coming out of their partnership, I guess you could say, and from that togetherness and partnership they grow and they have strength and unity. So some of you may feel that this is missing somewhere in your life. This could be a personal area that it's missing in, or it could be again pertaining to your passionate side of life, which could be for some of you your career or your creative areas. It may be that you need to readjust how you're dealing with it, or perhaps bring in a new set of eyes, or look for someone else who can be more of a supportive partner for you. And this could also be related to your work even. So this might be a message for some of you saying, you know, now is a good time to either stand up and ask for more support at work, or more support from your management or your team. Or it could be a time to say, go and look for a place that offers you support or values the knowledge and the input that you have. So if we come to the third card, which is this one up here, which was your conscious goal, and this is very much the typical Libran air sign energy. He is the King of Swords, and he's often like a Libran energy. Now he's using his intellect very analytically. So perhaps this is your conscious goal, to be more driven, or to be more focused, or to use your intellect at a greater level. Yet the message we got for you at the very beginning was to let your creativity flow and to step out of your practical, logical mind. So, and to let go of some of that seriousness. So we're kind of getting a dual message here in the reading. This is how you guys want to sort of act, with, you know, stealth and determination, putting forward logical evaluation for certain things, and perhaps arguing the cause or the reason. I'm sure a lot of you, that's what you do want to do, but maybe think twice about it, and maybe expand a little bit and try that less logical perspective, or free flow it a little bit more, perhaps in the month of September. If we come down to the fourth card, this is the unknown influence. And this is the 7 of Swords. Now, he often says to us that there's someone around or something that can't be trusted. Now remember, this is unknown. So there could be some people around you who aren't being honest or upfront, or aren't showing you all the cards, or aren't telling you all the information, which could be making it hard for you to make a decision around something. However, this card could also represent yourself. You know, you may not be being honest to yourself about what it is you really want. And so it's an unconscious evaluation that's in the background. It's the shadow stuff that perhaps the eclipses have tapped away in the background over that period of August and July. So this might be something again that pops up for you guys. If it is about yourself and it's something you're not, you know, honouring or opening up to, or it's having to be put in the background due to other stipulations in your life, such as relationships, whether they be personal or work committed, or, you know, friends or family, anything, it might be time to address it and put yourself first. And remember, I did say it felt as though there were other people in this reading that may be affecting your month. So I could see that other people and what was going on with them were having a bit of a toll, if you like, on your decisions and how things were working. So if we come to the fifth card, we see it is the past influence. And interestingly enough, you have a 5 in the position of the fifth card. So that talks to us about the fact that there may have been heart pain or loss somewhere along the journey. And quite often this is loss of relationships, and that you might, you know, wander back into that at times and think about it and wish that that isn't how it had happened, or that you'd wish the person was back. For some of you, you could have, you know, invested a lot of time and love and energy on this relationship or people. Doesn't have to be one person, it could have been a whole lot of relationships, and for some reason you don't see them now, or they're not involved in your day-to-day life and you wish they were. So it's fine to go back and revisit the past and to enjoy the learning experiences that we gain from them, because every single interaction we go through in life has a purpose for us. It has a reason, and it teaches us something. So there's no harm in going back to remember the good times or the lessons that we learnt from the experience. But there is no present in the past, or there is no future in the past. We need to keep coming back into the present to look forward, to reposition ourselves and re-energize ourselves. So it's something that perhaps can be left in the past and not dwelt upon too often, if you find yourself doing that a lot. So the next card, the card number 6, is the approaching influence coming. And we see this moon up here, and it reminds me of the ecliptical moon or the new moon, which could be either of those suggestions for September coming out of August. And that Two of Swords, again, it's very analytical, it's using the mind, it's very much about the Libran energy, and again it's pondering things at a highly intellectual or thought processing level, and it's usually about not being able to make a decision in a certain direction. So going, oh my God, should I take A or B? Should I do this or that? So that seems as though there's a decision coming up that you're having difficulty making, and you need some sort of structure possibly around how to come to that answer, or you need to get more playful with it and expand on it and allow your wildest thoughts and possibilities to take you on a kind of a like what if scenario. What if I did do that? How could it turn out? And allow it to expand a little bit, and that may be a way of helping you to make a decision if you've got something important coming up that's at a crossroad and you're not sure which way to go, because it seems it's in a fairly relevant position. We come down to the 7th card down here, and this is the inner resources or talent. And this is the wish card. You know, it's a beautiful card to get in a reading, and it tells us that your wishes could come true. And remember, this is your talent, so you know how to make it happen, Libra. You just have to apply that joy and that desire and that inspiration and the passion into it a little bit more to make dreams come true. If we're not really excited about some things and we're ho-hum and not fully invested, then often they won't happen. You know, they just bypass us. And then a year later we look there and we go, oh God, I'm still in the same place. Why is this? Because we lost the passion and the enthusiasm and the chase, you know, to get what it is we want and to go for it. So this is a possibility when you get a card like this. It's a really favourable position with a wonderful card. We come up to card number 8, and it's how others see you at the moment. And some people can sort of be looking at you and saying, wow, you know, looks like you're sort of contemplating life at a whole bunch of different levels. The Judgment card is often about changing direction and understanding that at a fundamental level, something we've been doing is wrong. It's not striking at our heart anymore. It's not filling us with that joie de vivre. It's not, you know, giving us satisfaction and love. So others might think, oh, I can see, you know, this person here, they're on a change. The wind is beckoning in their sails and they're off. So I always think it's a good card, the Judgment card, because I love the fact that we constantly need to change, to evolve, to grow, to learn, to become the new ourselves. And there's nothing more certain in life that change is the only constant thing in the universe and in our life. I do sometimes see that horn on the top of the person's head, and this kind of like coming from the angelic realm or something. So you might hear something strange, you might hear messages in dreams, or you might be psychically connected a little bit more. You might hear synchronistic conversations that give you answers to certain directions. In fact, it's really interesting that one is almost paired right there. So I get the feeling that you could hear something through someone else that helps you to make a decision about a direction you're going. We come to card number 9. If you can hear all that noise in the background, we have a new little kitten, and that's her. She's really into all the papers and things in the office. And all the animals are in here at the moment, prowling around. But coming back to number 9, this is the hopes and or fears of life. So the Page of Pentacles often comes to us. Pages are usually delivery people. They give messages. And this delivery person here, he often has a message about finances or career. He can turn up when there's a job offer on the table, when our finances take a turn for the positive, when we have prospects in life around career and finances, when we understand our money at a better level, when we're manifesting more around money. So he can turn up in any of those situations, and given that this is one of your, dreams or fears, some of you could be concerned about money, or you're wishing for more, or you're wishing to understand how to invest, or how to buy, or how to purchase, or how to get more money in your life. So keep a lookout in September for an opening of some sort, for either knowledge coming your way, or support, or an offer of something. And remember too, for those of you, if you're looking at it from a fear perspective or a worry perspective, you might, as I say, be worried or thinking, oh my God, I need a job. How will I find a job, or am I going to get one? This is a really good card that signifies there is action out there. There is something. You may have to dig to find it. You may have to put yourself out there to find it. You know the old saying, Prince Charming doesn't usually just come knocking on your back door to find you. You have to go out there looking for these things in life. If we come to the last card, number 10, this is the final outcome. And we see here the Queen of Rods. So the Queen of Rods can be taken as a person or the energies that that type of person gives off. So first of all, if she is a person, she usually is a female or someone who exudes feminine energies. She is often a fire sign person, or who has a rising or moon fire sign. She can be very psychic and intuitive and passionate and, sexually aware and creative as well. So for some of you, this could be the possibility of a new awakening or dawn of a physical liaison or relationship, or the presence of energies like that. It could be a new possibility of a new co-partner one way or another, whether we're talking personal relationships or business relationships. She's very entrepreneurial and able to kind of get the fires of life started around you. So she could be that inspiration that comes to you and provides you with the creative resource in life. So like passion and energy and ideas and stimulation and the get up and go. So it's a really positive outcome card because it's about activation and energy and passion and drive and doing things. If it is a person, as I say, she could also be like a new boss or a new employer or a new employee that you come across. She could also be a current family member, like a sibling or a parent or an auntie or a grandparent that you seem to connect with, and that she has this kind of feeling, you know, like offering support and strength and passion. So it's a lovely way for you guys to finish the reading, and I hope that you have enjoyed the Back to Basics month with the Celtic Cross. We do think, you know, September I love September because it's spring for me here in New Zealand, and I'm a spring fanatic. I think I get spring fever crazy as. And then I love summer as well. So for us down here, we're roaming into that wonderful territory of life, the spring and the summer months where we're outdoors all the time and, you know, connected with nature. And of course, up in the northern hemisphere, you're coming into the change as well with harvest time, which is also a beautiful time of the year, and the colour of the trees all change, and you come into that snuggling down and getting ready to get back inside and get warm again and snuggle with yourself and others in your life. So there you are, Librans. Thank you for joining me, and have a wonderful September ahead. I love it when you leave your comments and you like and sub the videos and sub the channel. Remember to check your moon and rising as well, because you might find you have just as many wonderful, interesting insights there. Much love, everyone. Namaste. This is Ella Jazz, the new little kitten that was in your video during the reading. So I thought I would just put her at the end, a little clip I have of her, showing the playfulness of life. That lovely number 3, and allowing free-flowing, happy, playful energy. So enjoy, guys. Thanks again. Namaste. She's a Tonkinese kitten, in case you're wondering.